Okay, guys, so obviously we're in the backyard because we're not at gym every single day, so sometimes you're gonna have to condition in the backyard. So I want you to continue to do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday just as it is. This is gonna supplement now for Tuesday, Thursday, and possibly Saturday. I've been trying to come up with something fun for you guys to work on Saturday that's a little non-gymnastics-y condition, but still gets a workout done. So the one thing I've noticed with all of you coming back and with talking with Coach Ron and Coach Jalen is we're having more issues with stabilization, which means it's little muscles. We need to retrain, not just our big muscles. So we're gonna do something a little different that we've never done before. We are gonna do a controlled lifting, which means every time you lift or don't lift, it's on my command. Kind of like when we do different walks on beams where I have you going up into releve, down into releve, all of them. So, B, if you can grab the 3-pound weights and scooch a little bit forward. All right, so if you guys don't have weights, grab cans. I know 90% of you have hand weights. Get hand weights that aren't really heavy but aren't really easy, because I want your arms to get tired, but I don't want them to be so tired you can't finish the last two. That's a waste. So, we're gonna do on a 4 count. Count 1 will be 1, then 2, your hands will face in like beam walks, then 3, then 4. We're gonna do 10 of them and it's on my count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, make sure your hands face in, just like beam. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, make sure your arms on 1 are out to the side like beam walks. 2, 3, 4. 3 more, guys. 1, 2, don't arch. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. 1, 2, don't bend. I know most of you are bending too. 3, 4. Remember, when we do these, guys, you need to make sure that you are staying straight here. If you're arching, you're putting pressure down here and on your lower back. We need to use your tummy muscles. Okay, your next control one that we are on is going to be for your step out for the end of your turn. So be scooch back a little bit so they can see your legs. She's gonna turn sideways. The same on the control. Our arms are up in crown. You're gonna put your toe to knee, and it's gonna be a count of 3. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna do 10 of those on each leg. So 1, 2, 3. Lock it out and point that toe. 1, 2, 3 on the way back. And then again, 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3. Good, keep going. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3 on my command there, kids. See, even mine isn't hearing me. Keep going. We have only done 3. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure your knees locked and your toes are pointed. 1, 2, 3. And make sure toe comes back to knee. Do not wrap your foot. You know how Caitlin and I feel about that. Keep going. We're halfway there. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And rest. Your goal, ladies, is when you are in full extension, your legs should be at horizontal. This is not full. That is all the way up. So then when you step out of your turn, you have full control. When we do our turn preps on beam and I see this happening, your chest has come down, which means you no longer have control at the end of your turn. You should be upright, extend, step into fifth, and turn out immediately. Okay, let's move on to the other leg. We gave your leg a little break. So, same thing on my counts of threes. Toe next to your knee and passe. Arms are not hand holding. You are not on a date with yourself. That's weird. Hands straight up. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Straighten that leg out. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. 1, 2, 3. And back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's okay if you're shakier on this leg. It's probably your not favorite leg. And again. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Try to lift your leg as high as you can. 1, 2, 3. 3 more, ladies. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And relax. Shake your legs out. Stretch them down a little bit. Give yourself a sec. All right. So we have just done stabilization for your legs and the control for your arms, which will be the same for bars, beam, all of it. So we're gonna move back up to our arms. So get your weights again. See, even she's not in the mood. So I understand your pain, parents, because you know, I deal with this too. So you're gonna put the weights in front of you like you're in front support on the bar. So we're gonna do our number counting again. So it'll be 1, 2. Now when you get to here, it's gonna be a fast 3, all the way back to front support. This is your downward kip motion, but don't slam into your legs. Control it down, rounding your back and finishing hollow, okay? So hands in front and 1, 2, and snap. Don't arch. That's a big thing. The weights will take your weight. Don't. Stay hollow. 1, 2, snap. 1, 2, snap. Make sure you stop in that middle position. 1, 2, snap. Yeah, see how B just fell backwards? When she lifted, she arched, which I have no doubt quite a few of you have done. Hollow in, tuck your hips under, straighten your back. 1, 2, now hollow, get your arms back up there. Hollow in on your snap and snap. There we go. 1, 2, don't arch on the lift, snap. Wait for me. 1, 2, snap. Oh, hello, fat boy. 1, 2, ooh, don't arch on that lift, snap. If it's easier, if you're struggling and you're arching on every single turn, stand against a wall and put your back flat. It's useless if you're gonna stand and arch every single time. Think about any sort of kip drills. If you arch, you're not making it. So I'm gonna put my hand behind Bella's back since she's arching. I'm gonna be her wall. We have 5 more, guys. 1, 2, snap. Make sure your hands face forward like you're on bars. 1, 2, snap. 1, 2, snap. 2 more. 1, 2, snap. 1 more. 1, 2, snap. Good. Put the weights down. Okay. Next one we're going to is our controlled releve lifts. We're going to do them feet together instead of individual because you've done some stabilizing work with your extension for your turns. So, feet together, arms up in crown, and on my count, it'll be 1, pause, 2. So on 1, we're up, on 2, we're down, and our arms remain in crown the entire time. So arms up in crown, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You're coming down too soon. 1, 2. Wait for me to say 2 before you guys come down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5 more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, and rest. All right, last thing we're gonna do before you need to start all over and do it a second time is have a seat in your straddle. One of the biggest things I'm seeing with all of you is your jumps and their smallness, tininess, petiteness, whatever word you want to use, they're not big enough. So we need to work on your muscles, on your hips up here. So we're gonna put one hand on either side of your knee, chest is up, you're gonna lift your leg on my count, and you don't put it down until I say 2. You need to make sure your knees are locked out and pretty. If you have bent knees, you're gonna have bent knees in your jump, and then you won't qualify with your jumps. Yes? Great. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 on each leg. Remember, 1 is up, 2 is down, and point your toes. I see some of you sitting there right now with no pointed toes. So, feet pointed, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If this is too easy, move your hands down further on your leg. Challenge yourself, but never come past your knee. This is not okay. It has to at least be knee. If you can make it down further and still lift, awesome. It doesn't matter how high you lift, ladies. It's about the fact that you do lift and you're not leaning back to lift. You need to lean forward with your chest up. Okay, 1, down, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, don't lean back, 1, 2, 1, 2, last one, 1, 2. Good. Now, if you got your leg this much off the ground, your hand needs to be closer to your feet to challenge yourself. If you're not going to challenge yourself, who else is gonna? I can't control what you do and do not do at home. I can only handle in the gym. So if you're not getting your stuff done at home and you're not challenging yourself at home, I can only challenge you so much. If you're not strong enough to do it, there's nothing more I can do. Okay, so if you can, try to scoot your hands down just a little bit, not a lot, a little bit will do. Point your toes, lock your legs out, and we'll go for our 10. And then we pause, rewind, and start all over. Okay, 1, 2, oh, definitely move your hands down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, that's okay. 1, 2, good. 1, 2, if you notice, one leg's better than the other. That's normal. 1, 2, don't bend those knees. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Could you please put your hands flat on the ground as you're supposed to? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Good. Shake your legs out. And all you have to do, pause, rewind, and start again. 2 times, please. I will see you at gym. Who misses me? You all love me.